Hi, Roger at Weathering Heights. This is the Velco Weather Hazards Outlook, valid the rest of today, Monday through next Sunday, the 15th day of March. And no utility concerns at all during this work week, but things could change for the weekend with a southern storm system. This could bring a shot of moderate wet snowfall with the usual uncertainties this far out. Now, decent project weather days abound for the week. We're looking at Tuesday, and again, likely on Wednesday and Thursday. We do have a weak frontal system that'll move through and trigger off a little bit of snow showers and flurries. And again, some vulnerability to Wednesday's project weather day being between weather systems. Any changes there could put the squeeze on us. But generally, good project weather Tuesday, and again, it looks like on Thursday and Friday. This morning we had a pretty good shot of snow that is now in the process of exiting the region as a little bit of snow showers, snow squalls. It managed to produce about 6 inches of snow in some parts of northern Vermont, Smuggler's Notch, 3.5 to as much as 4 or 5 inches in some locations, Lamoille County, and less, and that kind of dwindles as you head south toward portions of central Vermont. Needless to say, it's feeling pretty warm out there again with the temperatures having made it into the 30s already. And we're looking at high temperatures generally in the mid 30s, in some cases some upper 30s across a wide region. Looks like the cloud cover is beginning to thin and pull away. The snow showers end. We should have a pretty nice afternoon. Here's the 6-hour time intervals using the latest computer modeling. And we're looking at this weak weather system moving on by. Then a little bit of a break in the action. Another little minor weather system up in the northern border areas. That moves on by pretty quickly. Sets up a pretty nice day for Tuesday in terms of project weather. And this is a feed they're starting to see that's incoming around an area of higher pressure. This feed is going to move in from southwest to northeast. Looks like stay mostly to the south. As another northern polar branch of the jet stream has jet stream energy work across 993 millibars up near just east of James Bay. But this system does not look like it's going to affect us. We kind of shoot the gap in the middle. It will eventually produce a little bit of a lingering Arctic front. You can see another frontal boundary here. So the net effect is a little bit of a break in the action on Wednesday. Now we get into Thursday. Thursday night, a little bit blustery. Colder air moves in for a colder night, dropping down into the single digits in probably northern and some portions of central Vermont. And then high pressure builds in, it looks like, for some very nice weather on Friday. Uh, as we get into Friday morning there, it's centered just about right overhead. And then this area of higher pressure then moves off to the east, opens the door for this next incoming weather system. It'll be loaded with extra moisture, 1,002 hectopascal millibar area of low pressure, tracking through the Ohio River Valley. Kind of makes a right turn, but you can see here temperatures close to 32 degrees. That means a little bit more problematic for what could be some snow. And these 6-hour shots are over 4/10 of an inch, so healthy amounts of precipitable water. I'll show you in here in a second. Getting just about this far north, we might have some wet snow issues here over the weekend. It does look like this exits out of the region, and just a lingering shot there. And then finally, high pressure builds in for Monday of next week. And this is precipitable water, and you can see it makes a run at us here with these higher values. Over 1 inch is always a concern for us, especially this time of the year. It's relatively dry. It looks like the moisture stays to the south, but it plagues, of course, a good section of the southeast United States. But as we get into Wednesday, that stays off to the south. That other system passes to the north of us. And then on Thursday and Friday, some high pressure systems begin to build in. But as they depart and move off, the southerly flow begins to pull up some moisture. And that moisture does make it into Vermont. Right now we're looking at values, nothing extreme at this point, but we're getting close to that 1 inch amount. And looks like southern New England, parts of southern New York, mostly affected. It could be some wet snow loading and even maybe a little bit of rain mixing in on the valley floors as these weather systems move out. Looks like we do dry out with not a whole lot going on beyond that point. And we're going to shift to temperatures. This is the GFS, and I think it's running just a little bit high, but we do have some sugaring conditions with high temperatures tomorrow, roughly in that pushing 45 degrees and over 45 degrees on Wednesday. Temperatures do drop down. These are the maximum temperatures, so we're looking at temperatures again above the 32-degree mark according to the GFS. Minimums at night, the coldest night coming looks like Thursday night, Friday morning, single digits. That matches up well with the European model. And then thereafter, it looks like we do get into temperatures that might actually hit 50 degrees by next Monday and Tuesday. So it's something to look forward to here. Good starts potential for sugaring, and this should also sort of prime the pump, if you will, to some of our local sugar bush. And looking at the meteogram centered on the Barry-Montpelier Airport, you can see this is some snow bars here, and we're looking at 7 to 8 tenths of an inch, getting as far north as Montpelier per the European model. Temperature-wise, highs get above the freezing mark just about each day up through Thursday. We get into Thursday, temperatures not quite as warm, mid-20s basically. And then here's that cold night coming Thursday night into Friday morning, and the temperatures make a nice little run. Now, with the snow coming incoming here, the GFS is not as bullish, so temperatures are pretty much not rain cool, but snow cooled, if you will, some evaporational effects. And with the snow coming in, this could be some wet snow, so something we'll have to keep a close eye on. Again, this would be for this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Here's the National Water Prediction Center anomalies for the max temperatures, and you notice we're still a little bit below normal here. This is valid for the next 5 days. A nice warm-up taking place across the northern tier areas, and this is going to try to make a push east. And looking at it 3 days later, doesn't quite get here. Tries, but we do have a little bit of a differential in temperature, probably some storm systems. And again, this is also including that storminess over this coming weekend. Snowpack not quite as fresh. 7-day snowfall has still been primarily in the Northeast Kingdom areas of Caledonia, Orleans, and Essex counties, somewhat into Lamoille counties, less into Washington County and points south. Snow depth still very, very healthy. You're seeing over 2 feet in some of the spine of the Green Mountains for sure. 36 inches around Walden, 27 inches around Sutton, and so forth. Pretty healthy snowpack across a large area of Vermont. Great for the snow machines. Now this is a look at the European model with point out here the temperature scenarios. We'll start out with this incoming weather system you can see right here, and as it moves in for this weekend, this is valid at about 5 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. Looks like the beginning. I'm going to hold it right there, and what we can see is the 32-degree isotherm. So in other words, temperatures below the freezing mark. We have the 0-degree isotherm aloft at 850 millibars. This means this is falling as all snow. We'll take it a little bit further here. The next 3-hour panel shows these temperatures, again, flirting with a little bit rain versus snow down in parts of southern Vermont. And at this time, this looks like the potential of wet snow. And you can see that evolution there with that 32-degree isotherm getting all the way up into the Burlington, northern Champlain Valley region. And then continues cold enough for snow over a wide area. This will continue to be a snowfall probably drying out sometime after about Saturday night and into the day on Sunday. This is valid about 8 o'clock Sunday evening. Right now, the GFS ensembles are not quite picking up on it, although some outlier indication of this. But this is going to be an issue we're going to have to take a look at here. This being the 15th, that's Sunday. So really, Saturday and Sunday is the time, and there's some hints of things happening here. Again, the potential for some wet snow loading right now, it does not look like a big deal, but there could be as much as 6 to 10 inches. 4 to 8 inches in northern areas, 6 to 10, 6 to 12, something like that, further to the south. That's it for now. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights Consulting.